Hello and welcome to Amazon Simple Email Service Deliverability Learning Series. My name is Ajinkya, a cloud support engineer too here at the AWS office in Herndon, Virginia. I help customers with email deliverability with a focus on inbox deliverability and placement. Amazon SES is a cloud email service provider that can integrate into any application for bulk email sending. Senders from small startups to large enterprise accounts can use SES to reach their customers, but getting messages to their recipients' inbox can be tricky. Understanding deliverability best practices and what mailbox providers expect from bulk senders is the key to getting messages to a customer's inbox. Today, we are going to talk about domain authentication methods and examine how implementing three key email authentication protocols SPF, DKIM, and DMARC can protect your domain from impersonation attacks and safeguard your brand reputation. These protocols not only defend against malicious actors attempting to exploit your domain, but are also mandatory for bulk sender requirements that major email providers now enforce to ensure your legitimate messages reach recipients' inbox. Let's start with a fundamental question. How does a mailbox provider know if an email claiming to be from your domain is actually legitimate? This is where authentication comes in. SPF is an email authentication standard that's designed to prevent email spoofing by allowing domain owners to explicitly define which specific IP addresses or IP ranges are authorized to send emails from those domains. Amazon SES automatically uses a subdomain of amazonses.com as the mail from domain. You can also configure a custom mail from domain with SPF. It's a SES feature that allows you to use subdomain of a domain that you own, like mail.yourdomain.com, instead of default Amazon SES domain for the mail from address in your emails. SPF records are tied to the mail from domain, and by default Amazon SES uses amazonses.com as that mail from. Customers have the option, and it is recommended that they utilize custom mail from so they can set their own domain and subdomain up, and then can also set up a specific SPF record and the policy for that custom mail from domain. To set up SPF, you publish a TXT record to the DNS configuration for your custom mail from domain. This record contains a list of servers that you authorize to send email from using your custom mail from domain. When an email provider receives a message from your custom mail from domain, it checks the SPF records for that domain to make sure that the email was sent from an authorized resource. In SPF records, the all mechanism in an SPF record serves a crucial role as the final rule that determines how to handle email messages that don't match any of the IPs mentioned in your SPF record. The all mechanism can be prefixed with qualifiers to specify the desired action. -all fail. This indicates that any message coming from IP that is not explicitly listed in SPF record of your domain should be rejected by mailbox providers or recipient domain. This is recommended for highest security with respect to SPF authentication. -all soft fail. This record indicates that the mailbox providers or recipient domain should not pass messages through the inbox if the message is coming from IP that is not explicitly listed in SPF record of your domain and may instead route them to the spam folder. It's often used when transitioning or expanding the new outbound mail providers. +all pass. This tells mailbox providers to accept any message from IP addresses that is not explicitly listed in SPF record of your domain regardless of your SPF checks. It's important to note that +all is generally discouraged as it negates the security benefits of SPF. You should aim for a policy that either explicitly allows messages from authorized IPs or rejects messages from unauthorized ones. If you are sending from dedicated IPs standard, it's recommended to list those IPs in the SPF record instead of adding amazonses.com domain. By doing this, you will only authorized emails to be accepted from your specific dedicated IPs. DKIM is an email security policy designed to make sure that an email that claims to have come from a specific domain was indeed authorized by the owner of that domain. It uses public key cryptography to sign an email with a private key. Recipient servers can then use a public key published to a domain's DNS to verify that parts of the email have not been modified during the transit. Amazon SES supports both 1024 and 2048-bit RSA encryption for DKIM signatures, with 2048 bits now being the default. Most DNS providers now fully support 2048-bit keys, making them the recommended choice for most secure email authentication. When DKIM authentication passes, that means message demonstrates integrity, proving it hasn't been tampered with during transit. Recipients can trust that email was authorized by the domain owner and the email is more likely to reach the inbox rather than spam folders, which can help improve and maintain a positive sender reputation with mailbox providers. When DKIM authentication fails, legitimate emails may be flagged as suspicious or rejected altogether. Messages might be automatically routed to spam folders. Recipients may lose confidence in emails from that domain, which in return can negatively impact your sending reputation. You can check the DKIM authentication results by looking into the message headers of the messages you send. If the DKIM authentication results show pass for your sending domain, this means DKIM signature is valid and authentic and the email content hasn't been tampered in transit. DMARC is an email authentication policy and reporting protocol that uses Sender Policy Framework (SPF) and Domain Keys Identified Mail (DKIM) to detect email spoofing and phishing. In order to comply with DMARC, messages must be authenticated through either SPF or DKIM, but ideally, when both are used with DMARC, you'll be ensuring the highest level of protection possible for your email sending. Also, the domain in the from address of the email header must align or match with the domain or a subdomain of that specified in the mail from address for SPF or the domain specified in the DKIM signature for DKIM. This is called DMARC alignment. There are two types of DMARC alignment: relaxed alignment R and strict alignment S. Relaxed alignment allows the domain in the DKIM signature mail from address to match the domain or a subdomain of the from address. For example, email from user@example.com can be signed by mail from address mail.example.com. Strict alignment requires exact domain match between the domain in the DKIM signature mail from address and the from address. For example, email from user@example.com must be signed by example.com exactly in DKIM signature. The pros of using relaxed alignment over strict is it provides more flexibility when it comes to subdomains. Strict alignment in return providing a stronger security and anti-spoofing protection as it requires the exact domain match, which makes it the default alignment for DKIM with SES. However, the trade-off is it's less flexible for multi-domain setups. You can determine your domain's DMARC alignment by looking into the DMARC text record in your sending domain by running the command take plus short space txt space underscore dmarc.example.com. In the output of this command, under non-authoritative answer, look for a record that begins with v is equal to dmarc1. If this record includes the string a DKIM is equal to r, a SPF is equal to r, or if the a DKIM a SPF string is not present at all, then your domain uses relaxed alignment for DKIM or SPF. If the record includes the string a DKIM is equal to s, a SPF is equal to s, then your domain uses strict alignment for DKIM or SPF. You can also configure a DMARC policy to send your DMARC reports about who is trying to send emails using your domain. These reports are like security camera footage for your email domain. We will be covering DMARC reports in more details later in this video. DMARC has three policy levels, and understanding when to use each is crucial for your email delivery. P is equal to none tells the mailbox providers to monitor only and don't take actions on emails failed DMARC check. P is equal to quarantine means emails that fails the DMARC mechanism check be treated by mailbox providers as suspicious. Depending on mailbox provider decision, this can mean place it into spam folder and or flag as suspicious. P is equal to reject. Reject emails that fails the DMARC alignment check. PCT is also one of the fields that you might see in the DMARC record. PCT means the percentage of messages from your domain's mail stream to which the DMARC policy is to be applied. If you can't see the PCT in the DMARC record, that means the PCT is 100, which is the default. Adjusting the PCT value is a good way to test your DMARC record and policy without impacting all production traffic. For example, setting PCT is equal to 1 allows you to test the policy on a small percentage of messages before rolling out to 100%. Note that subdomains inherit DMARC records if you didn't explicitly add a DMARC record for the subdomain. This is not the case with SPF or DKIM. Hence, when implementing your DMARC policy, follow a gradual, phased approach across the subdomains and top-level domains, starting with monitoring mode P is equal to none and a gradual rollout with a low PCT value to avoid blocking or quarantining legitimate messages from authorized email senders that you may not have identified yet. This helps identify potential authentication issues with your email system. Once you have analyzed and addressed any authentication issues, gradually increase enforcement by moving to quarantine, P is equal to quarantine, and increasing PCT value, which directs failing emails to spam folders, allowing you to assess impact without completely blocking messages. Finally, progress to reject mode, P is equal to reject, which prevents non-compliant emails from being accepted. Throughout this process, maintain active monitoring of DMARC reports to quickly identify and resolve any authentication failures, ensuring maximum deliverability for legitimate messages while protecting your domain from spoofing and phishing attempts. The goal is to progressively tighten email authentication while maintaining email deliverability for your legitimate mail streams. Now that we have covered the essential aspects of email delivery and security configurations, let's move into part 2 of our presentation, where we'll dive deeper into DMARC reports and advanced monitoring techniques. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below.